In this episode of Road to Networks, we're gonna look at the difficulties of flying a drone in open water. But on this magical day, the sunset was perfect right before we crashed. But wait till you see exactly what we pulled off. So, true story, I lifted that drone up and I filmed these awesome shots around the boat, everything, but we realized all of a sudden as my drone starts beeping, 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 I'm like, oh my God, the boat kept going. So even though I flew it from the boat, the actual GPS coordinate was all the way back there. So we had to turn the boat all the way around and go back and safely get the drone back. What's really cool is we were able to capture so many epic shots from the boat, from the islands. There was this one time that we took the dinghy and we went all the way out to like this little rock-laden area that was there, and it was the perfect sunset. You can't find better locations than in British Columbia off of a 70-foot sailboat. You gotta see these.
In this scene, this was maybe one of my favorite scenes to film, for the one fact that I got to get on the steering wheel of the Sing-A-Wing and direct this boat. I got to be the captain of the boat for the day.
Captain Matt had set the throttle on the lowest so no matter what he was doing, and it was just funny. Let's keep in mind, like, who's really steering this boat? Like, it was going,
What I thought was funny is the whole time I'm just watching him and I thought he was acting, but he's just, I'm like, why are we going in a circle? And I think he just kept, it was pretty awesome to film the scene. I mean, we had to make it real. You were being a captain and you were Captain Matt. It was pretty cool.
Why does it seem like the simplest of questions are the hardest to answer?
In this series of conversations, again, Captain Matt and Jax talk. And in this conversation point, they have to answer, Jax has to really answer this question, what makes him happy? And I think most people in general don't really even ask themselves of what makes them happy. I feel people live in a world where they're okay with being content. And at this point, Jax is really trying to solve the question of finish what you started, what his dad left him with. And for him, he thinks it's the movie. It's the movie about the Templars. It's the movie that him and his dad loved, the storyline of the Holy Grail. So Jax thinks that if he writes a movie, that might actually be what his dad was talking about, and he walks out to have a conversation with Captain Matt. But can you answer that question? What makes you happy? Because that's what we're trying to do with our character.
I mean, I remember in your youth, they tell you happiness is, finish college, get a job, get married, have a kid. And now I'm 44, not married, no kid, and my job, it's my hustle every morning to wake up and find work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's funny because in real life, and I'll be honest with you guys, is when you write a movie and you film it, getting it all the way to a network is impossible. It is a long journey, hence why we're doing Road to Networks. And I want to be able to tell inspirational stories that can leave an impact. That's my legacy, making movies, kind of what you're watching right now. Being able to actually put that into the character, into the conversation is clever, because I think a lot of people search for happiness and they don't realize that happiness is leaving something for someone else. It's not doing something just for yourself. And when you learn to give before you receive, that's when you start to create and leave a legacy.
I guess that would make me happy. Oh, that's all confusing.
Sounds to me like you just need to let go.
We just got done today, but we just came out and the sailboat just took a huge ride. Winds came up. Check this out. How awesome is that?